Consider the following financial trajectory. You have reached the age of 65, having completed a professional tenure spanning over 4 decades. You have fulfilled your fiscal obligations, supported your dependents, and adhered to societal expectations regarding career longevity. Now, you enter the retirement phase. During a consultation with a financial advisor to evaluate your distribution options, they review your asset balances and offer an expression of professional concern. The figure representing your total retirement capital is $88,400. This constitutes the entirety of the funds available to finance a retirement that may span 30 years. While Social Security provides a foundation, averaging approximately $1,900 monthly, the combined draw from your portfolio results in a monthly budget of roughly $2,200 to facilitate housing, nutrition, healthcare, and transportation. You are immediately forced to conduct difficult analyses regarding residential sustainability, potential reliance on family members, and the eventual exhaustion of principal. This is not a theoretical exercise. It represents the median fiscal reality for American retirees today. Statistically, 50% of individuals approaching retirement age possess less than $88,400 in dedicated savings, with many holding no assets at all. We will now analyze the actual capitalization of the average retiree, the systemic reasons why these figures are more critical than generally perceived, and the specific variables that differentiate a stable retirement from one characterized by fiscal instability. While these data points are sobering, objective awareness is the prerequisite for strategic adjustment. Data from the Federal Reserve's Survey of Consumer Finances, the most comprehensive assessment of domestic household wealth, reveals a significant retirement crisis. For households headed by individuals aged 55 to 64, the median retirement savings is approximately $134,000. Consequently, half of the population in their final decade of employment possesses less than this amount, with many having significantly lower balances. Upon entering retirement, ages 65 to 74, the median balance declines to approximately $88,400. This depreciation occurs as retirees draw down principal during the initial stages of retirement before Social Security and pension disbursements become the primary income streams. It is important to note that median figures reveal a harsher reality than mean averages. The average savings figure is significantly higher because a small cohort of high net worth households skews the data upward. When the mean is $400,000, but the median is $88,000, it indicates that the majority of the population holds minimal assets, while a fraction holds immense wealth. The lower 50% of households in the 55 to 64 age bracket possess virtually zero retirement savings. These individuals must rely exclusively on Social Security, family assistance, or extended labor participation beyond traditional retirement age. Applying the 4% safe withdrawal rate to a balance of $88,400 yields an annual distribution of approximately $3,536, or $295 monthly. When combined with the average Social Security benefit of $1,900, the total monthly income is $2,195, totaling $26,340 annually. While this exceeds the federal poverty threshold of $15,000 for a single individual, it leaves the retiree highly vulnerable to a single medical emergency or property repair. This outcome is inconsistent with the expectations of a multi-decade career, yet it reflects the standard American experience. Furthermore, current retirees often benefited from economic advantages that are no longer available to younger cohorts. Many utilize defined benefit pensions, guaranteed lifetime income provided by employers, and entered the housing market when valuations were more favorable relative to median wages. They also experienced higher job stability and lower student debt burdens. These advantages are currently systemically diminishing. Pensions have been largely replaced by 401k plans, shifting investment risk to the employee, while healthcare and housing costs have outpaced wage growth. Without significant behavioral intervention, the retirement crisis is projected to intensify. To mitigate these outcomes, one must understand the primary points of fiscal failure. First is the delay in market entry. The most significant variable in wealth accumulation is time in the market. An individual contributing $300 starting at age 25 will achieve a significantly higher terminal balance than one contributing $600 starting at age 45. The former benefits from 40 years of compounding, whereas the latter must compensate for lost time. Unfortunately, many delay meaningful investing into their 30s or 40s, losing the exponential growth generated in early adulthood. Statistically, 10 years of early-stage investing can outperform 25 years of late-stage contributions due to the power of compounding. The second failure point is the volatility of savings rates during midlife. Many investors suspend contributions in their 30s and 40s to accommodate major life events, such as home acquisitions or child-rearing expenses. These temporary pauses often extend for over a decade, sacrificing critical growth. The third vulnerability involves premature asset liquidation. Approximately 40% of workers cash out their retirement accounts upon changing employers, rather than executing a rollover. A 28-year-old cashing out a $15,000 401k may receive only $10,000 after taxes and penalties, but they sacrifice a projected future value of over $250,000 by age 65. This behavior results in the loss of hundreds of billions in potential aggregate wealth.
The fourth failure is the erroneous assumption that late-stage catch-up contributions are feasible. To reach a $500,000 target by age 65, a 25-year-old requires a monthly contribution of $285, whereas a 45-year-old requires $1,200. Most individuals cannot quadruple their savings rate late in their career, when expenses are often at their peak. The fifth failure involves suboptimal asset allocation. Many participants leave contributions in low-yield money market funds. The difference between a 3% and an 8% annual return over 35 years for a $400 monthly contribution is approximately $575,000. Successful retirees are distinguished by 5 primary behaviors. First, early automation. They established automatic deductions before lifestyle inflation occurred. Second, contribution intensity, consistently saving 15 to 20% of their gross income. Third, strategic investment management, maintaining appropriate equity exposure and resisting the urge to liquidate during market volatility. Fourth, debt elimination, entering retirement with minimal liabilities. Fifth, proactive healthcare planning, including the utilization of health savings accounts, HSAs. Given that a couple may require $315,000 for medical expenses in retirement, a balance of $88,400 is insufficient to cover even healthcare costs alone. Consider the case of Margaret, who retired with $92,000 and a monthly Social Security benefit of $1,847. Her total monthly income of $2,147 is entirely consumed by fixed costs, including rent, Medicare, nutrition, and utilities. Margaret has zero discretionary income, meaning any unforeseen expense, such as a vehicle repair or an increase in medication costs, results in a fiscal crisis. She exists in a state of financial precariousness. This outcome could have been avoided. An additional $200 in monthly savings starting at age 30 would have resulted in a $350,000 balance, effectively doubling her monthly income. The disparity in retirement outcomes is often the result of marginal daily choices compounded over decades. For an individual earning $55,000 annually, the difference between a 5% and a 15% savings rate is approximately $15 per day, the cost of a modest lunch. This $15 daily decision results in a $610,000 difference in terminal wealth over 35 years. To optimize your trajectory, consider these actionable steps. Ages 20 to 35, prioritize immediate contributions, maximize employer matching, and utilize low-cost index funds. Ages 35 to 50, aggressively increase savings rates, eliminate non-essential expenditures, and avoid account liquidations. Ages 50 plus, utilize catch-up contributions, consider downsizing assets, and evaluate delaying Social Security until age 70 to secure an 8% annual benefit increase. The median balance of $88,400 is the result of delayed decision-making and default behaviors. You have the opportunity to reject the median trajectory by implementing intentional, consistent financial protocols. Whether you are 25 or 55, adjusting your behavior today can significantly enhance your future solvency. $88,400 is a statistical average. It does not have to be your personal destination.
Your future fiscal reality is determined by the strategic choices you execute today.